Hi everyone, welcome to this very special session with us at HappiNest, where we are here to support you on your journey to parenthood. From the moment when we find out that we are expecting, our first instinct as mothers is to do everything we can to create the best environment for the baby. Whether it is learning about each stage, or making healthy choices, or eating right, finding the best doctor for yourself, or even trying yoga and Garbh Sanskar. All of this comes from a place of wanting the best for our baby. But one of the most powerful things that we can do as a mother is to keep a positive and calm mindset, giving the baby a nurturing environment to grow and thrive. Today, we are diving into this very essential topic of how to cultivate a positive frame of mind during pregnancy for a joyful pregnancy experience. We have with us Sneha Jaiswal. Sneha is a trained psychologist with over 5 years of experience, as well as a mom to two beautiful young girls. She brings both professional expertise and personal insights into her practice and is here to guide us on how to navigate pregnancy with positivity, resilience, and joy. And I am Dr. Paridhi Mehra, founder of HappiNest and your host for today. So, to start with, Sneha, I have been through one pregnancy, you've been through two pregnancies, and for everyone who's watching this, I just want to, convey the different emotions that mothers go through. Uh, पहले ट्राइमेस्टर में सेकेंड ट्राइमेस्टर में थर्ड ट्राइमेस्टर में what are the common emotions that may come up, happy or sad, positive, negative? How does the journey look like emotionally for an expecting mother?
इमोशनली आप सारे इमोशंस फील करने वाले हो। ये 9 मंथ्स आपके लिए ऐसा होगा कि आप एक्सट्रीम हैप्पीनेस भी फील करेंगे, एक्सट्रीम फियर भी आप फील करोगे, एक्सट्रीमली चैलेंजिंग, फिजिकली डिमांडिंग, इमोशनली डिमांडिंग, ड्रेनिंग इमोशनली एंड सेटिस्फाइंग ऑल्सो एट द सेम टाइम। तो आई मतलब मेरे पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस के हिसाब से मैं बताती हूँ, अगर तो मेरी दोनों प्रेगनेंसी में मुझे सारे इमोशंस काफी हाई फील हुए हैं। यू नो
Mm-hmm.
लाइक सब एक्सट्रीम फील हुआ, एक्सट्रीम एंड्स पे मैं रहती थी। एक्सट्रीम हैप्पीनेस, एक्सट्रीम वरी, एक्सट्रीम फियर, एक्सट्रीम एंटिसिपेशन ऑल्सो। सो बट देर आर वेज टू रेगुलेट दीज इमोशंस। इट्स कंप्लीटली नॉर्मल टू फील द एक्सट्रीम एंड्स। इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, इट इज वेरी नेचुरल बिकॉज वी आर बिल्डिंग लाइफ। आवर बॉडी इज डूइंग अमेजिंग वर्क।
Mm-hmm.
आपके अंदर एक लाइफ ग्रो हो रही है, बहुत बड़ी बात है। बहुत सारे इमोशंस आने वाले हैं एंड इट्स अ मिक्स बैग। तो ऐसा नहीं है कि सब कुछ मतलब पॉजिटिव ही होता है, सब कुछ नेगेटिव ही होता है, बट आपको समझना है इफ इट्स कंप्लीटली पॉजिटिव फॉर यू, बहुत अच्छी बात है। बट इफ आपको कुछ नेगेटिव इमोशंस आ रहे हैं, नेगेटिव इमोशंस मतलब आप जनरल स्ट्रेस हो रही है बिकॉज ऑफ मूड स्विंग्स। सबको पता है कि प्रेगनेंसी में मूड स्विंग्स होते हैं, स्ट्रेस होता है, फियर आता है चाइल्ड बर्थ से रिलेटेड, स्ट्रेस आता है कि बेबी की डेवलपमेंट ठीक हो रही है या नहीं हो रही है, मिसकैरेज का भी फियर होता है लोगों को कि स्टेबल है या नहीं है सब कुछ। तो इट्स वेरी नॉर्मल टू एक्सपीरियंस दीज इमोशंस, राइट? एंड इट इज देयर आर
Mm-hmm.
वेज टू कोप अप, देयर आर वेज टू हैंडल दीज इमोशंस। ऐसा नहीं है कि आप बहुत ज्यादा डरने की कोई बात है, बहुत सारे स्ट्रैटेजीज हैं, बहुत सारा तरीका है इस पे काम करने का, बट अवेयरनेस नहीं होती है। लाइक व्हेन आई वाज प्रेग्नेंट विद माय एल्डर डॉटर, फर्स्ट प्रेगनेंसी, मुझे ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं थी हाउ टू हैंडल, इवन दो मेरे पास प्रोफेशनल डिग्री है, बट स्टिल having a being a professional also, but still applying those things, आपको पता है ये चीजें आपको करनी है, but it's not sometimes easy to practically apply those things. You need a support system. That's where the role of support system comes in. Even if you know everything, आपको पता है, आपने बहुत सारे बुक्स पढ़ ली, आपको बहुत प्रेगनेंसी की नॉलेज है, still आपको एक सपोर्ट सिस्टम चाहिए। You need support system, you need people around you।
Correct,
ऐसा
correct.
नहीं है कि आपको सेल्फ डाउट नहीं आएगा, आप बॉडी इमेज इश्यूज नहीं होंगे, आपको नेगेटिव नहीं फील होगा, आपको डर नहीं लगेगा, आप ऐसा नहीं है कि ये सारी चीजें होंगी नहीं, होंगी। बट यू नीड सपोर्ट सिस्टम, यू नीड पॉजिटिव टेक्निक्स, यू नीड पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट, एंड यू नीड टू फील इमोशनली गुड। It's not only about the
Hmm.
physical health, it's not only about eating good food and sleeping on time and taking care of your body. It's also important to take care of your mind and your emotional well-being. Why it is important? Because it will not only give you joy, but it will also provide a nurturing space for your baby, right?
Right.
It is the best thing you can do for your baby. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपकी इमोशनल हेल्थ अभी सिर्फ आपके लिए है, मतलब आप जॉय एक्सपीरियंस करो, नो, इट इज इक्वली इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर योर बेबी, बिकॉज
Hmm.
आपके इमोशंस अगर इफ यू आर स्ट्रेस्ड, इट हैज डायरेक्ट कनेक्शन विद बेबीज ब्रेन डेवलपमेंट, baby's fetal heart rate, movement patterns, and overall development, cognitive development also. So it is connected with
Hmm.
the baby's development, right? तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको बस पॉजिटिव फील करना है आपको खुद के एक्सपीरियंस के लिए, नो, आपको समझना है कि देयर इज अ लाइफ इनसाइड यू, एंड आपको अपने इमोशनल हेल्थ पे भी इक्वली फोकस डालना इंपॉर्टेंट है, राइट? सो दैट आप ये जो
I think,
एक्सपीरियंस है इसको आप इट्स सो मैजिकल एंड ब्यूटिफुल, and why not experience it fully,
yeah.
right? To experience it completely, you need to feel good about it, right?
Hmm.
Emotionally.
I think that's very valid. हम लोग, you know, especially during pregnancy, we think कि physically if we are fit, अगर हम लोग अच्छा खाएंगे, if we get into little bit of exercising, you know, so then everything is going to be perfect, right? The baby is going to be
Right.
perfect. But like you said, research has shown that if the mother is stressed, it has a direct impact on the baby. In fact, I was reading a research the other day where it showed that a mother under stress, and the scan was showing that the baby is equally under stress because जो आपके stress hormones हैं वो baby को affect करते हैं. So while there is now
Correct.
a lot of awareness about physical health, people are making healthy choices. They are, reading the content of the packaged food before actually consuming it, and many of them are actually opting for
Extra
home cooked
conscious
foods
about.
especially during pregnancy.
That's a
But
good thing. It's a good thing, right?
I know. But then there has to be an equal focus on your mind, on your emotional well being, because that also is going to affect the baby's cognitive development, its overall
Definitely.
growth, etc.
Yes.
So, like you mentioned, that mothers go through a wide variety of emotions, from excitement to anticipation to little bit of worry. There are a lot of what ifs also that come into picture. So, when this happens, what can they do to create a healthy and more positive mindset for themselves? So, how to control those emotions? Number one, is it important to control those emotions, or we should just let the emotions flow? And if they are having such emotions, if they are having, doubt, self doubt, or fear, worries, how what can they do to manage that and create a more positive mindset for themselves and a more nurturing environment for their little one?
First thing, it's completely normal to feel the whole range of emotions which I mentioned, right? It's completely normal. Acknowledging our emotions without judgment is very important. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. It
Mhm.
can bring some relief. So instead of stopping yourself or distracting your mind or, you know, denying it completely, that won't help. Acknowledging without judgment, accepting and allowing yourself to feel everything, positive, negative, doubts, what ifs, it's completely okay. It's completely okay. So first we need to accept it the way it is. Then there are ways, if you notice the intensity is high, if you're getting disturbed, then it is important to work on the coping strategies, right? So first thing is working on mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness during pregnancy is very helpful. Deep breathing, perinatal yoga helps mother to manage stress. It helps
Mhm.
to cope up with these emotions if you're experiencing. And then also working on your support system, gaining knowledge, like there are, you can read and talk about it. There are options, perinatal classes, connecting with you, how to connect with your baby. There are ways to work with these thoughts and emotions. So building a support system, practicing mindfulness, breathing, yoga, these are the things which will help you, preparing yourself for the childbirth, asking for help whenever required, connecting with the healthcare provider, support group, your partner, your family. You need to work in all those areas to feel emotionally good and positive. Also, I would like to mention about positive affirmations and how you're perceiving your pregnancy. Suppose if you're getting what if thoughts, suppose you're getting what if this will happen, what if, you know, miscarriage, or what if something, some complication will come up during delivery and all that. Those kind of thoughts will always be there. Okay. But it is also important how you're perceiving, whether you're focusing on what's going right or you're focusing too much on what's going wrong. So what we do, we try to maximize and minimize. If you're maximizing your worries, it will increase,
Mm.
right? So positive affirmation, positively reframing your thoughts and looking for, you know, facts and evidence supporting your thoughts or not. This is the strategy we use in cognitive behavior therapy, like how to reframe positive thoughts. These help us to work on our thoughts, and it directly affects our emotions and behavior, right?
So when you were talking about, maximizing and minimizing the positives and the negatives, I was thinking about my own time. So during my pregnancy, all through my pregnancy, I was always worried about something or the other, be it the health of my child, be it how things are going to change, my career, my relationships, my social structure, everything. And many of this, were all created from my own mind. For instance, every scan showed that my baby is doing very well, he's healthy. And I had a great support system in place. I had a good employer who was very supportive, right, all through my pregnancy. But even then, there were so much, negative thoughts that kept coming up. And now, when you say it, that there were a lot of beautiful changes that were also going through. But because we maximize the worries, because we maximize all the what ifs, and we keep thinking about the future, so we miss out the present, right? So I think that's very important when you say it like that, that focus on the present, focus on the positives, maximize the positives, and try and minimize the negatives. And I've also read this somewhere, you've also mentioned this, that whatever is there in the past, whatever is there in the future, holds no value at all you have is the present. So as a mother who's expecting, try and enjoy the present, try and bond with your child. And like all the techniques that you mentioned, some of the cognitive behavior techniques, the positive affirmations,
Mindfulness.
talking to someone, mindfulness, and then support system. So I think support system plays a very crucial role, not only during pregnancy but even after childbirth. So can we talk a little bit about support system, and then how can expecting mothers ensure that they have the right kind of support from their partners, from the family or friends, both during pregnancy and postpartum?
Support system is very important during pregnancy, after delivery, in your postpartum period also. Now, why it's important? Because pregnancy is very physically, emotionally demanding, right? You need people around you who is there to support you physically, emotionally. So, how to, firstly, you need to identify key people. You need to identify people who can provide practical support, emotional support, informational support. When I say practical support, someone who can help with like household tasks, handling responsibilities, taking care of all the work required, right? During pregnancy and also post pregnancy. Then emotional support is required so that a mother feels heard, understood when she's going through all this, the worries you mentioned. If there is someone with whom she can share those worries and what ifs. So she will feel heard and understood. That is equally important. And third is informational support. When I say information, we need someone who knows, you know, what is happening inside our body, why this is happening, why am I feeling this way, why mood swings and all. So there should be, you know, someone, one person in your life who can, you know, just guide you with the information. You can also connect with your healthcare, your doctor, right? Talk to someone who knows, who has shared the same experience, like mom community, any kind of support group you can also join. From there you'll get understand, okay, you know, why this is happening and how to handle, and you know, the beauty of sharing experiences, it really helps, right?
Right. I think, yeah, and that's one of the reasons that we've also seen with the mothers who've come to us for support. The thing that they really look for is, people who have had shared experiences. For instance, peer support is one of the very common forms of support that all the expecting or the postpartum mothers who have come to us have asked for. That's usually the first thing that they want to start with. We also have a community in place where there are mothers, there are expecting mothers, there are postpartum mothers. So in case there's anyone who's going through any kind of emotion, they want to, connect with a vibrant community of moms, because as an expecting as well as a postpartum mom, there are lots of questions that you have in your mind, and it is often very difficult to go back to your healthcare provider or your doctor to ask each and every doubt, especially when it is it could be a question about your emotions, it could be a question about uh, certain things that you're not sure of. So it's very easy to connect with someone who's gone through it, get some validation, get some reassurance that what you're going through is definitely normal, and it definitely helps to have people who've gone through similar experiences. So I think that's very valid. And the role of family, the role of the partner, the role of your friends is also very important. um, for instance, at HappiNest, we have sessions for both the partners, the couple together, during, that after they conceive, and even just before the delivery, we provide couple sessions for them to understand what to expect after childbirth or what to expect during pregnancy. That those sessions really help because it helps them mentally prepare for what is to come, both during pregnancy and postpartum. And then once you're already informed of what is to come, then it is always easy to manage it when you are going through it. um, so yeah, I think that's very well said, Sneha. We've talked about mood swings during pregnancy. We've talked about the different kind of emotions that mothers go through during pregnancy. But we've also heard that similar mood swings can also come up after delivery. So, what are some of the common emotional shifts that mothers might experience in the first few weeks after giving birth?
Because of hormonal changes, it is very natural to experience mood swings post delivery also. Now, adjusting to new identity, and it's very physically demanding, taking care of the baby, not being able to sleep properly, and then breastfeeding challenges. It is very challenging for moms to adjust to new routine, right? So initial weeks it is very normal to feel stress and
Mhm.
worry about it, but with time normally people adjust with it. Right. If you notice that you're not able to focus on your daily functioning, it is affecting your sleep, it's affecting your appetite, you're not able to enjoy or connect with the baby. You're not able to feel good about the connection and the new role and with the new life. If you're not able to enjoy that, it is very important to
Mhm.
notice and talk and reach out for help. Right? So post delivery, it's completely okay if you're not feeling the connection. For many moms बहुत बार होता है कि आप कनेक्ट नहीं कर पा रहे हो बेबी के साथ, राइट? ऐसा नहीं है कि सब कुछ जस्ट एक मोमेंट में होता है, बहुत बार नहीं हो पाता है, एंड इट्स
Right.
कंप्लीटली ओके। इमोशनल कनेक्शन में थोड़ी टाइम लग सकती है बिकॉज आप रिकवर कर रहे हो चाइल्ड बर्थ के बाद, फिजिकली यू
Mhm.
आर इन पेन, इमोशनली यू
Mhm.
आर ट्राइंग टू एडजस्ट विद everything new around you. It's a new identity, new life with you, right? So it is not easy. First of all, it is not easy to adjust to this, right? Because it's difficult. It will come with mixed emotions. Of course, you're happy. Mother बनने के बाद mostly, you experience, you know, extreme happiness. अगर आप मदर से बात करो तो वो ज्यादातर मॉम्स यही बोलेंगे कि ये मेरी लाइफ की एकदम ब्यूटीफुल एक्सपीरियंस है। आप बहुत पॉजिटिव फील करते हो मदर बनने के बाद। सो इट इज वेरी ब्यूटीफुल and meaningful, purposeful experience, surely. But it also comes with a lot of, worries and challenges, right? So there, it is important to notice and identify whether you are able to adjust to this new identity or not. If you're not feeling good about it, if you're not being able to make a connection with the baby or with your identity, it is important to talk to your partner, your support system. The way I mentioned in three categories, आप अपने सपोर्ट सिस्टम से कनेक्ट करिए, सबसे पहले आप उनको शेयर करिए अपने थॉट्स। आप अपने पार्टनर को, अपनी फैमिली को, फ्रेंड्स को, आपके डॉक्टर को, आप सबको शेयर करो। सीक हेल्प, टॉक अबाउट इट। अगर उसके बाद भी यू नॉट फीलिंग गुड, गो फॉर थेरेपी, कनेक्ट विथ पेरीनेटल काउंसलिंग, Talk about it. There are ways to manage it.
I think that's very apt, Sneha. Like you mentioned, that it's very common for mothers to go through some amount of mood swings, sadness, or even irritability in the first few weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. But after that, like you mentioned, if it still persists, if it becomes very difficult, if it becomes very overwhelming, it is always okay to talk to someone. It could be a support system, it could be your doctor, or it could even be an expert. So I think with that, we've come to the end of this session. As we wrap up, I just want to reiterate how essential it is to care for your emotional well being. We often put so much focus on the physical health during pregnancy, but keeping a calm, balanced mind is as important. Your emotional health creates a nurturing space for your little one, shaping their growth and helping you feel more in control and connected through the entire journey. So if you're feeling stressed, anxious, or if you just want a little bit of guidance or want to talk to someone, go ahead and book a session with us. You can also join a caring community of moms who truly understand your journey. And again, taking time for your emotional health is one of the best gifts that you can give to both yourself and your baby. Thank you so much for joining us today.